The interesting thing is that guy, he was like, well, I think it should make the whole drive home. I'm like, well, of course it will. We're putting it on a trailer. And he goes, what? I'm like, yeah, we're going to tow it with that Ranger. He's like, that little 4-cylinder EcoBoost Ranger, you're going to tow that big heavy-duty Suburban? I said, well, yeah. He's like, I thought you were doing it the other way around.
All right, guys, so we got the damage. We got the weight slip, and please don't do this. But for this rescue mission, we're gonna have to keep marching on and go a little bit slowly and just try to limp it home. On this episode of TFL Truck, we're gonna do something I never thought would be possible. We're gonna go rescue an older GMC Yukon, or you could think of it as a Suburban with a Ford Ranger. This is a cross-country towing rescue trip. And well, let me explain what we're doing.
Brandon, welcome.
Thanks, Andre.
So we are rescuing a GMC Yukon XL.
Yep.
A big one. The
basically
big one.
the nice gussied up version of a Suburban.
Yes.
And this is the 2500, and it's got the 8.1 liter engine in it. So it's the big boy they made back in 2003.
Yeah, but you were stranded in it a couple of months ago in Nebraska, and you had to leave it there.
I did, yeah. It broke down on me.
And you've been sad for a long time.
I've been very sad. I've been missing my Yukon. It's my favorite vehicle that I own, and it's been stuck in Nebraska for 2 months.
So now we finally got ourselves together, and we're gonna go out and get it. But I'm a little worried. I'm in a mid-sized truck. This is a mid-sized truck, smaller truck. I think we're gonna max it out.
Yeah.
And we have to go 360 some miles.
Yeah, it's about 5 hours, 366 miles from here to go get to Grand Island, which is where it's sitting at.
Okay, well, we'll be towing at the maximum capacity of this truck. We'll be going on the highway. But before we do all that, we need some fuel, right?
Yeah, let's get some.
As always, TFL runs on Sinclair. Let me show you why. We have fuel additive, the DynoCare, and I'll be using 87 octane today. And also DynoPay app. You can get it on your phone, link it up, and you can save money on every gallon of fuel and just go further. So let us stop off so we can get on the highway. All right, so I am using 87 octane. This is a turbocharged engine. And 87 is preferred. Okay, and we also have about, what, a 17.5 gallon tank. So can we make it 350 plus miles to Grand Island, Nebraska from here? We'll have to find out. All right, so 30 seconds to top off the tank once again. Same procedure I'll be using everywhere I go. All right, that was it. It is a cold day. I'll show you the temperature in a minute.
All right, dude, so it's -5 Fahrenheit. -5. Yeah, it's chilly. So let's reset the trip meter. And we'll be going the speed limit, basically.
Yeah, it's a chilly one, so it's nice to be sitting here in this warm Ranger.
Yeah, but it's not going to help us our fuel efficiency, unfortunately.
That's true.
We've got some really exciting auctions over at TFLbids.com, which I want to tell you about, including this 2000 Land Rover Discovery. It's no secret that I'm a big Land Rover guy, and this thing is awesome with solid axles and enough modifications to take you to some cool spots off-road. Or if you want something a little bit more sporty, check out my personal 2013 Mini Cooper JCW GP, a rare vehicle, one of only 500 sold in the States, and this thing is a ton of fun on the track or just your daily commute. Head over to TFLbids.com for more info.
Well, here's our little update from the road. We're hitting high mountain plains of Colorado.
Yeah, kind of the higher plains where you got some nice slow rolling hills going up and down. But nothing too drastic.
Right, and we're kind of still decreasing because the mountains are way behind us now. And we're kind of going towards Nebraska area, right? Kansas is just on the right. Yeah. Hi, Kansas. And we've been running basically at the speed limit, which is 75 around these parts. And, you know, this truck is pretty surprising to me. I don't know, what do you feel about this Ranger?
Yeah, it's doing pretty well. I mean, it's a fairly smooth ride, and for how small it is, you know, it's not like you would kind of think with an empty trailer back there, you'd be bouncing quite a bit with a smaller truck, but it's fairly stable actually.
And it has a capability of about 7,500 pounds maximum of towing, which we'll be pushing to every gram, every ounce.
We'll be squeezing every little ounce of towing capacity that this thing has, right?
Yes, but you'll be surprised. We'll do another update obviously after we're loaded up. So the whole point of this trip is I want to see how the Ranger is as a long-range road trip truck, which so far is doing great.
Yeah.
This is an XL crew cab, short bed, obviously, 5-foot bed. It's a 4x4 FX4 package, so it's got a few packages. Also STX appearance package. So we bought this truck actually a couple months ago, and it had so few miles. It had 4,300 miles.
Wow.
It was 3 years old.
Practically a brand new truck.
Almost a brand new truck. And we already put like 5,000 miles.
Oh my gosh.
Because Alex and Case took it to California and back. So, and then it's a competent tower. I have towed our Bronco 4-door first edition with this truck. And that Bronco already weighs about 5,300 pounds plus.
So it's not that much. This Yukon is not that much more than that.
Which
Bronco.
is kind of mind-boggling.
Yeah.
But that's what the numbers show.
Yeah.
Right? Ooh, we're hitting some rough patches.
Yeah, it's getting a little bumpy now.
So anyway, so it was confident towing that Bronco. So I thought, hey, you know what? Let's try this.
Let's do it.
All right, well, let's put some more miles under our belts and see how we do.
All right.
Hey dude, something else just happened as we're entering Nebraska. Our efficiency is better than ever on this trip. 14.3 mpg. It warmed up to 6 degrees Fahrenheit.
Is it the temperature, or is it the fact that we're dropping in elevation that's helping in the gas mileage?
I think it's mostly the kind of a lower elevation, I would say.
Okay.
Because we're not climbing anymore, we're kind of descending. So I'll take that. 14.3 all day long, dude. Well, dude, the low fuel warning just came up at about a quarter tank left.
Okay. I guess it's time to stop, huh?
It's time to stop, but also, you know, we didn't go that far. We went 195 miles on this fill. Yes, we can go further. I would say we could eke out maybe 240 miles out of this.
Yeah, but we are in kind of a rural area. You don't want to push it too far.
Yeah, we don't want to be stuck on the side of the road. So the range with the trailer is not super great, at least the empty trailer.
Wow, that's just the empty trailer. I can't even wait to see what it does with the full trailer.
Okay, so like I was saying, about 17.5 to 18 gallon fuel capacity is not that great if you're towing on the highway, and we're going 75. So it's kind of the worst case scenario for traveling, because you're going fast, you're towing something, and the fuel tank is not super big. So we're gonna top off again, and the next thing, we need to pick up this big Yukon. So the damage is 14.042 gallons.
Yeah, not great for how little distance we've done with just a empty trailer.
All right, let's calculate really quick.
All right.
195 miles traveled, 04?
Yeah.
13.9, and it said 14.3. So the truck was mostly, he was around the correct number. So, okay, I mean, it's supposed to get like, 22 combined for a four-wheel drive. Combined mileage, and 24 on the highway is what it's rated at. I've never seen 24 mpg in any Ranger I've ever driven in this generation. So, okay, well, let's go and find that Yukon. Oh, it's cold. Brandon, we made it.
Finally here. Oh my gosh, I've missed my Yukon so much, and I kind of see it off in the distance there.
Poking out?
It's poking out a little bit over there, and
Okay, well, let's go see it.
I miss it. Oh, I miss this thing. This is my favorite vehicle.
Display of affection.
Yeah. It's just, this is like the best vehicle ever. They're so comfortable, it can tow a lot, and they go forever. I mean, this has got 300,000 miles on it, and oh, I've missed having it in my life. I'm so glad to have it back.
I'm glad to see it too. Okay, so now we just gotta, pay for the repairs and then
Yep.
load it up.
Yeah, let's do it. All right, so test driving this Yukon after 2 months of it sitting out here in Nebraska. Let's see, it seems to drive okay. Yeah, I think he fixed that transfer case. Now, I don't know if there's anything else going on with this thing, and so that's why, just to be safe, we're towing it back, because all he did was just put in a transfer case, and I haven't had him fully inspect to see. I mean, I made sure that the transmission was working well, because you can see it is, but as far as the other things go, like, I don't know if it damaged the front differential or did anything else, any other sort of damage, but it does seem to drive okay. So I think we're just kind of towing it back out of full safety precaution here, but it seems like it's back and fairly roadworthy.
This video would not be possible without our friends at Aluma Trailers and Rifle Truck and Trailer. Check them out using the link below. This is a very large, all aluminum trailer with great attachment points, but it's also lightweight, about 2,000 pounds. And well, let's see the big beast jump on top of it. So I want to show you how we loaded this trailer. Because it's such a long deck, it's about 24 feet, it comes with additional feet underneath. Take a look. And that's basically, if it flexes too much, that foot is going to catch it. And then once we're loaded, we just fold them back up, retract the ramps, and tie the big beast down. Alright, Brandon, so to tie down the rear, we're going to use couple of chains for the rear axle. I have to be very careful and precise not to damage like your brake lines. And in the front, we'll use heavy duty straps. In the front, I'm going to be using straps. And I'm gonna tie to the hooks, to the tow hooks. The tow hooks are attached to the frame, so that should be good. Dude, we're using Prodigy RF remote brake controller, so I can actually use it manually right here, and it also will work with the truck brakes as well. So that's how we're going to control the brakes on this trailer.
The interesting thing is that guy, he was like, well, I think it should make the whole drive home. I'm like, well, of course it will. We're putting it on a trailer. And he goes, what? Well, yeah, we're going to tow it with that Ranger. He's like, that little 4-cylinder EcoBoost Ranger, you're going to tow that big heavy-duty Suburban? I said, well, yeah. He's like, I thought you were doing it the other way around. I'm like, no, that's not the point today.
Today is the little truck is towing the big truck.
Yeah, I think it's pretty impressive, honestly, because that is a heavy-duty vehicle, and this is just a mid-sized truck.
So we checked inside your door. You don't have a payload sticker, so technically we don't know exactly what your truck weighs. Right. Until we maybe get to a truck stop nearby. But I'm hoping it weighs close to 5,500 pounds, like we saw on Google.
Yeah. Well, that's what they're saying, so that's the only number we have to go off of, right?
So, and of course, if something happens where we feel unsafe as we're pulling away from here and getting on a side road before the highway, then we readjust, right?
Yeah.
Maybe your truck will continue to drive. All right, as always, Sinclair is with us. So we showed you what the truck can do with an empty trailer. Now we're gonna show you what it can do maxed out on towing. So let's fill up. Fuel prices are a little bit better here in Nebraska. We're gonna top it off, and then we'll show you when we fill up next what happens. All right, my friend, we're starting our fully loaded trip. So let's reset that trip meter and see how it does through Nebraska. So dude, we went about 30 miles on the highway. I decided to keep our speed maxed out at 70, even though the speed limit is higher.
Well, I guess it'll take us a little bit longer, but if it feels more stable at that speed, I'm fine with it.
And it's not that I don't feel unstable at higher speeds. You know, we tried 75 for a brief moment. Is that, you know, because we're kind of at maximum gross combined weight, it's, you know, it's nice to have, you know, a little bit of cushion, maybe not go as fast. And also save fuel, right?
Makes sense. Yeah.
Because we need to do, because I'm averaging 8.9.
Holy cow, that's like a good, what, 30-40% difference between what we were getting before?
Yeah,
That's huge.
Well, yeah, because we were at like 13.8
Yeah.
before. That's a huge difference. But of course, you know, even though you're Suburban or your Yukon,
Yes.
kind of aerodynamic, right?
Sure.
It's still really heavy.
Yeah, that's true.
So actually, the Ranger is surprising.
Yeah.
I would say even at maximum load, it behaves as if it wasn't super stressed, which is great, right?
Yeah, it's nice. And we accelerated fairly smoothly getting on the highway. It didn't seem to struggle. Like, I didn't feel like we were dangerous or impeding people in any way. It's quite impressive, honestly.
Yeah. What's not impressive, of course, is the fuel efficiency, but we'll see how far we can go.
Yeah, I guess we'll see.
Check it out. This is the archway.
Yeah,
We're heading west.
means we're finally entering the west and passing through Kearney.
Yes. So we've gone 70 miles towing, 9.5 mpg.
According to your computer, at least.
At least the computer. We'll verify that. I think in North Platte, I think we can make it.
Yeah.
So here's my other verdict. So the side mirrors, they're just okay for this towing. Like, ideally, I would like a little bit more reach.
Yeah.
But because this trailer is a little bit narrower than most, it's okay.
So it'd be nice, like Stubby, how it has those ones where it flips out.
Yeah.
You could have something like
And,
that.
you know, Ranger does not offer towing mirrors, specific towing mirrors. Because, I mean, people tend not to tow very much with a mid-sized truck. I mean,
right.
we're not normal people.
But you should. I mean, look how well this thing is doing. I don't see any reason why you couldn't tow with a mid-sized truck. It's performing really well.
Yeah, no trailer sway, I've noticed. I mean, big semi-trucks do kind of tend to push us around, but that happens to most trucks, actually.
Yeah, it's not
So-
just this one.
So, good. Well, let's get to the pump and check the mileage.
Sounds good.
So Brendan and I decided, since we saw a truck stop, we decided to weigh ourselves. I mean, the truck and trailer, and figure out exactly what kind of the weight distribution is, exactly how much weight we have, and to see. I'm hoping we're not over gross combined weight rating, but it's possible. Let's get weighed.
All right, we have your weight. Go ahead and pull forward, park, and come on in.
Thank you. All right, guys, so we got the damage. We got the weight slip, and combined, we're at 13,520 pounds, which means, if I checked my numbers correctly, we're about 1,000 pounds over
the rating, the gross combined weight rating on the truck, which I did not expect. And please don't do this. Don't overload your truck like this. But for this rescue mission, we're gonna have to keep marching on and go a little bit slowly and just try to limp it home. All right, so we have got 38 miles to empty, and we went exactly 130 miles. So potential range is about 168 miles, fully loaded and 9.5 mpg. All right, let's see what the pump says. Not diesel. 87. All right, let's see how many gallons. Okay, topping off.
$15.235.
15.235, and we went 130 miles. Let's go calculate. 130 miles traveled divided by 15.235 equals 8.5. Whoa! So the truck was saying 9.5. Well, my friend, we made it back.
It's been a long journey.
Yes.
But we have made it back to my hometown.
So like 700 miles overall both ways. We learned that the Ranger is quite capable machine, right?
Yeah, it towed this massive, heavy-duty, suburban-sized vehicle a long distance, and it didn't seem to struggle at all, honestly.
And now you could take your GMC to the mechanic, make sure it's great,
Yep.
and just go from there.
You saved it, man. Thank you.
All right, so the rescue is done. We were heavy, but now you can see exactly what we did. Check us out at otfl.com, everything automotive. Now it's just time to unload.
Let's do it.
Okay.